Are we not grateful, my dear brothers and sisters? So much to be grateful for, truly. I know y'all are grateful just as much as I am. We take a few seconds and we just acknowledge the fact that we are present. We are here. I am present. You are present. And your presence is a gift. And we are grateful. We are grateful for each other's presence. And we are also grateful, above all, for the Most High. Thank y'all so much for tuning into my channel today. Welcome, welcome. Brothers, sisters, friends, my spiritual friends in need, my spiritual friends indeed. Yes, I am grateful for every single one of y'all. And I mean that, really. Once we are conscious of the fact that we are here together in the flesh, you might even want to say we are all incarnates of the universal conscious mind. We are all incarnates of God, if you want to even take it a step further. But nonetheless, we are grateful, and I'm grateful for y'all. Today, it weighed on my mind to connect with y'all, just so we can briefly talk on the importance of us letting others know how we feel, especially when we feel disrespected. It is very, very important for us to let people know, not disrespectfully, but respectfully let others know how we genuinely feel when they disrespect us. Sometimes people disrespect us knowingly because they want to trigger a reaction out of you. And sometimes they do it unknowingly. And when that happens, you might want to take yourself out of the situation and let them have it. That is an option. You might even overreact just off of somebody's words. You might let that trigger something in you, and then now you are vibrating, overly vibrating even, reacting in ways that would satisfy their initial point of wanting to step on your toes. But my dear brothers and sisters, it is very important for us to be conscious of the reality of the fact that we teach each other every single day, and we learn from each other every single day. Oh yeah, we do. And sometimes we learn even from others when they react in ways that we would not expect. But it is also very, very important for you to summon the courage within you to respectfully let people know how you feel when you feel like they're overstepping their boundaries. What does that mean? That means that initially, we got to have boundaries in place. A lot of times we don't think about that. Sometimes we create friendships with people, and then these friendships extend into years. And then it breeds this familiar ground. And we know that some people abuse familiarity. You get so familiar with certain people, and they take that as a point to disrespect you. You could be friends with somebody for 10 years, 20 years, and the whole time you've been tolerating their disrespect. The whole time you've been taking their naggings, their negativity, the whole time. And you might even jokingly throw words there to get them to be conscious of what they're saying that's triggering emotions within you, but they still don't catch it. You let it slide. You know what you're doing when you do that? You're helping foster behavior patterns within them that's not even conducive for them, and at the same time you're in pain within yourself. How important it is for us to respectfully let people know when we feel disrespected. Because at that given point, even if you did not lay a boundary initially, at that given point, that's a boundary that you've already set. That way they know. That way they know that you feel offended. Hey, that action, yo, whatever it is, hey, that stuff that you're saying, I'm not with it. I'm not cool with it. And I really appreciate it for the sake of our friendship if you stop. Respectfully. That's the type of environment that we have to start consciously creating for ourselves. It is very easy for us to say we don't care. And sometimes we even just abandon the friendship altogether. But then again, how do we learn? How do we learn that we can transcend certain feelings? How do we learn that we can react differently even when we are instigated? How do we truly learn that even within ourselves we are learning? We come to the realization of this truth once we are humble within ourselves to accept that in the process of us interacting as human beings, we are definitely going to make mistakes. Sometimes consciously, sometimes unconsciously. But as we are here on this marvelous, beautiful planet, we have to consciously emphasize to others the importance of us creating frequencies of thought that will enable us to coexist as amicably, as peacefully as we possibly can. How much time do you think you have in your God-given body? You know, how much time is it that we are meant to walk the face of this earth? Are we going to spend a lot of it in drama mode? Or are we going to spend it being grateful, being appreciative of each other? You know, it is written that man should be able to forgive 70 times 7. Or is it 77? Whatever that number is, we know there's a 7 in there times something. So we have to take it upon ourselves to realize that we too would like to be forgiven when we make mistakes. So if we would like to be pardoned, we should also keep in mind that others deserve to be pardoned as well too. And not just pardon. We're using the word pardon now as in repentance, because we are struggling within ourselves. We all have things that we are wishing to overcome. Oh yeah, that is if you are one of those out there that is willing to be the best version of yourself. So with that in mind, we should allow others to come to the consciousness, the awareness within themselves, realizing that yes, I can become a better version of myself. Not just for me, but for everybody else. That is the whole point of us being here together, is that we should teach each other, learn from each other, you know, be merciful with each other. Just think about it. God is so merciful and so patient. He is the most patient, even the most merciful. He forgives us and pardons us. For some of the things that we do as human beings, we're not even going to start mentioning it in this video. But we see how patient God is with us every single day. You might even think that by being alone, you know, you're not really offending anybody, but God even sees the inner thoughts, those things that dwell in our hearts. But yet, he pardons us and gives us the chance to be the better version of ourselves as we're looking onto that perfect image of the Christ. So if God can be very patient with us, merciful, if God can pardon us till this very day, then in truth and in spirit, we ought to be very, very patient with others. I think I'm gonna go ahead and cop it. I'm gonna cap it at that. You know, we gonna put a pause right here. Like I told y'all, I'm not trying to have my videos go too long. I'm just grateful to be sharing in this presence with y'all. And I'm hoping that you are going to continue to take it upon yourself to be the better version of yourself every single day as we are journeying in the flesh that we are given. Take it upon yourself to try to be a little bit more patient with others, patient with ourselves, you know, and by His grace, we are going to eventually create that paradise, that heaven that is already here, but we are just not truly in sync with it just yet. Truly, y'all stay blessed. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for subscribing. If you haven't already, please do. That way you can stay updated once you hit that notification button. Thank you so much for liking the video, dropping your comments below. All of that is truly appreciated. I always like to know how y'all genuinely feel about, you know, this dialogue, because I cannot just be talking to myself, right? Really, I'm talking to y'all. So thank you so much for tuning into my channel, your spiritual friend in need. I am the Common Denominator. Until next time, y'all stay blessed.